LNT Wildcamping Outdoor Adventures. We're off on another excursion, going for 3 days, 2 nights. Bit of cold weather coming in, but hey ho, it's that time of year. I do love camping in the extreme weather. It's not going to be that extreme, but it's going to be a bit chilly. It's that time of year, isn't it, guys? I'm going back to my eco size, my eco camp. Hope you join me, guys. Till later, let's keep going. Guys, here we are here, and the sun is absolutely blazing. I can already see a falcon up there. Sun is absolutely blazing, which is amazing because it's forecast storms. I don't want to put it into that sun, guys, because it'll wash it out. But I'm down on this ice. It's absolutely empty, which is lovely. Not a soul on here today. I think I was going to go into the woods with a harp and hammock set up, but there's a bit of bad weather coming in, so I'll leave that for another time. Because there's some dark clouds here. I don't want those to hit while I'm pitching up, so I need to get my sorry about that wind a bit blowing there. I'll get a mic attached in a bit, and we'll get pitched up first of all, guys. Get a tent up, get it all nice and dry before this rain comes in, because it looks a bit stormy all around me. This is a solo camp this time. I'm not getting no company coming down. Somebody may visit down later, and I may do a live vlog on my Car Babe TV channel. Right, let's get this tent sorted, guys. Later. Well, I think that was about, was that 5 minutes? 8 minutes at most. Lovely and easy to put up, this xxxx, cracking bit of kit. There you go, guys, and it's 4th floor gallery. Double door and vegetable at the back, double door and vegetable at the front. Square shape, you can sit up, you can cook in it as long as it's ventilated. Here we go, front view. Lovely jubbly, I'll have that to look at, see that sun coming up. You'll come up over there and go right over there and settle over there. Lovely jubbly. Okay, it's a paying pitch, but it's cheap as chips, and it's quiet, guys. It's like a proper wild camp. It is a wild eco camp, so it's a proper wild camp as such. And you can just relax a bit more than going wild camping and being scared that someone's going to find you out and move you on. You know, if you do get caught when you're wild camping, just politely move on and say sorry. That's all you can do, guys. No good arguing with them and saying, well, I've set up, I've got on a move now. Just get your kit together and get out of there if anybody comes and asks you to move, guys. But that's the beauty about a place like this. Lovely. That wind's holding on top of this hill now. That's the beauty about this type of camp, guys. Okay, it's pitch and pay, and it's not a holiday site as such. No, it's not a holiday. No caravans allowed, no tourers. You know, it's just wild camping. There's no electric here or nothing like that, guys. It's all compost toilets, solar panel showers. There is water on supply here, which is a nice thing, but there is a stream down there. There's plenty of water down there if there wasn't water. I've got a larder tent up for all my hardware. All my bread and dry stuff is in there, guys. My cooler is in the back of the back vestibule of the xxxx Raccoon. So that's just nice covered. Also, especially in the winter, I can store all my wood that I found, all the dry standing wood that I found. Once I've processed it, I can put it in there, guys, ready for burning. Tonight, that wind's really howling. You can see my little camp setup. Lovely job, my xxxx with my little larder tent by the side of it. I'll just show you inside my tent, guys. Got my usual foot mat there, which is actually an air mattress, a bed mattress, but I use this as a vegetable knee pad, which is lovely. Got all my cooking stuff there. Got all my electrical stuff in there, guys, my phone cables and chargers and batteries for my vape and everything. All the food is in the back. To show you the back of the vestibule, there's my cooler unit there. Obviously it's not powered on, it's just using the cold ice blocks that's in there. And I've gone for a bit of luxury this week because I'm suffering sleeping. You know, I suffer with anxiety and depression anyway, guys. I suffer with sleeping really badly, and I'm trying to get as comfy as I can. When you got a car nice and local to where you're camping, you can afford a bit of luxury. Some of you may say, well, that's not wild camping, but hey ho, whatever it takes, guys, to be comfy. You want to be comfy out here, especially in the bloody winter. I've got my lightweight bed there, cot. See that lightweight cot there, guys? So I can store stuff. I like the cot because I can store stuff underneath. I can put all my food and little bits and bobs underneath this. So I like a cot because it raises a bed. You've got that extra floor space underneath the cot, which is ideal. On top of the cot, believe it or not, I've got an air mattress from Euro Hike, nice and cheap as chips. And that's about 25 quid. And the only thing that I have actually invested in, guys, because you know I'm cheap as chips, I try to do everything cheap. All these lightweight titanium gear and these 200-gram pieces of kit, you know, they cost a lot of bloody money, guys, and it scares a lot of people off. But if you look around, go outdoors, whatever, you can find cheap gear, you really can. And I do everything on the cheap, everything. I've got nothing that's expensive, everything's dirt cheap off eBay or whatever, guys. I just want to get out and go camping. That's all I want to do, get out in the wilderness, and encourage you guys to do the same. So the only thing I have invested in is this beauty here. This is the I think it's East Hills. Alright, here we go. East Hills Outdoors, highly praised. They've just come out with this one, I believe. It's a 4-season, 15C. I think it's minus, I don't know, I think it's -4 or something. So find the label for you. Just turn that round. What is that showing there? It's a Bison 650. Go down to -10 according to this. Comfortable -1. So really nice, and inside that I've got some lush blankets as well. So a little bit of luxury. That did cost me quite a bit of money, that sleeping bag. It's quite a light one. It's not the lightest in the world. You know, they're really expensive. I think that's about 100 quid, reduced from 140. So that it fluffs up about, because the thickness of that, guys, the way it fluffs up, and it's really light as well. I think it's 1.5. I'm not sure now. I'll give you the weights on the screen, guys, but lovely. So hopefully I'll get a nice warm night's sleep and try and get some Zeds, guys, which will be absolutely pucker. And here we go. That's my camp setup. Right, now I'm settled in, guys. We'll get that bleeding kettle on. lovely. Kettle's on, mother, at last. Oh, it's a lovely evening. Nice kettle on at last. I've been here about an hour. But lovely, absolutely lovely. Just starting to, once I've got all my wood processed, I'll chop all that up in a minute. Once I've got all that done, that's when my camp duty's done for the next couple of days. I won't need any more wood, I've got plenty there for the next 2 days. I'll just put up a quick video of how I process my fire, guys, from the bottom upwards. There's 4 or 5 layers that go into the fire, guys, to make sure you get it going first time, especially with a fire stick, a ferro rod. I don't know how many of you use the ferro rods, guys, for lighting your fires, but I don't use lighters at all. I try not to use lighters or electric flames or anything like that. Try and do it all naturally if we can. That's as close as natural as can get. You know, I can do it from flint stones, but there's I need to find a nice bit of flint. I think there's some nice flint on the Norfolk coast. I'll have to get over there and get some. I'll do a bit of carving later. I also want to carve a walking stick later. It'd be nice. Come on, kettle, because I'm gagging for a bloody cup of tea. Mindset that you get when you get out here and do this, even in the winter. It's a bit chilly here, but as long as you get wrapped up. I've got thermals on, guys. I've got a pretty nice pucker sleeping set up there. So hopefully I'll get a lovely sleep tonight. I've got a few ciders as well later, which should be lovely. And I've got a big slab of boar meat. Now I tried boar meat many years ago. It's delicious, guys. You don't see it for sale very often in the UK, but I know 1 or 2 farmers that do a bit of hunting. So I've got a big old slab of boar meat. I think they're rear boars in the UK. I know there's 1 or 2 wild ones. It's got out from various places, guys, around the county. Right, kettle's boiling. Lovely jubbly. Let's have a nice cup of tea. Hope you have a cup of tea with me, guys. Sit down and have a cup of tea and a vape with me. Be nice. This is what wild camping's all about. I can't hear no television, no radio, no phones, no yabbiting people. It's just me, nature. There's a pheasant just going through the long corn here, grass. He doesn't even know I'm here. He's just more or less walked straight. I can't turn that camera again. He's disappeared into the long grass. Just walked straight through. Doesn't even know I'm here. Absolutely lovely. But hello, Joe. You alright, mate?
Yeah. How are you?
Not too bad. Oh.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Thank you. That was Joe, the owner. Just come say hello. Welcome me back. Because this is Fields of Gold 2. He's absolutely pucker. You even watch my video. Watch my YouTube video, which is nice to know. Welcome to my adventures. The sunrise, I should say, rising over there in the east. So I'll settle over here, just over my shoulder. So it's more on a side angle, isn't it, this time of year, the sun. It doesn't come straight over your head this time of year. It's more of over the east there, and it comes out at an angle like that and drops down in the west. Quarter to 4, Wednesday the 9th of October. Here on the east coast of England, having a nice cup of tea. There it is. Brand new one. I did try this on my phone. And I charged my phone 7 times with this, nearly 8 times I charged it with this. That was just off one charge. So we'll get it sitting in the sun. It's actually flashing. Can you see the lights? Can you see those lights flashing? Because it's getting the light from the sun. So that's actually charging now with that bit of sun. So I'll leave that sat in the sun, guys. Anyway, I'm going to get another cup of tea on, another cup of tea, have another vape, and I'm going to get that wood sorted.
I've heard that prayers could move a mountain. I've seen love fix a broken man. I hope that sorrow can teach a bitter heart to forgive the ones they need. I'm not a preacher, I'm not a saint. I don't have money, power, or fame, and I don't want it, I don't need it to spread these words across the land. I've heard that change is on its way. I've seen faith, I've seen grace. I hope the devil can take that evil and bury it in a permanent grave. I know these lives aren't always easy. Pain lies in the road, but I know love will find a way to bring us light in darker days.
Buzzard, no more than 15 foot, just flew over the top of the camera. Nearly landed in the field. Probably looking for mice. Here he is. Can I get him? Coming back.
Make this world a better place.
Just working that bit of wood over there.
But
Coming
she'll
back here.
know love.
Just try and get him for you guys.
And she'll find light in darker days.
He's disappeared over the back of that tree. Hopefully he'll come back. He's vanished. I think I got a bit of him then, guys. He more or less flew over the top of my head here to the left and went out that way. I have to try and get a close shot of one of those later. chopping wood, guys, always never chop like this. Very dangerous, you'll slip and take your bloody leg off. Always kneel down, chop down to the ground. You're going that way, you can't come this way, you're out of danger. Keep your hands well away from the axe. You know, don't try and do this, guys, because you're going to hit your hand. If anything, just tap the end like that, just to get it in. Then you can come down and split it. Get a nice flat place to work on. This is not very level, but it'll do me. And nice stroke. Go through eventually. Guys, loads of wood. My wood process there, guys. You can see all different stages. It takes about an hour to get it all sorted, but that's enough wood there to last me a couple of nights easily, especially in that little barbecue pot there, or even if I had an open fire there, pit fire there, but we've got these little pit bowls which are ideal. As you can see there, guys, I've got all my starter wood here. Fine wood going all the way up to thicker wood, then we're going over to all that wood I chopped up, the kindling. That'll go next, and the last stage will be the thicker hardwood, guys.
When I heard the news, you were coming soon. When I saw the screen's little flicker of a heartbeat, I never prayed so hard the night you came. Paced the room back and forth, drove your mother insane, Amelia. You're beautiful in every way. Your smile takes my breath away, Amelia. I hope your fears fall short and your faith grows strong. I hope your love runs deeper than the rivers run long. I know you'll get your mother's will to fight and stand up for what you believe is right, Amelia.
Hopefully that will catch. I've set up a little spit here because I'm going to do some ribs tonight, guys. I'll leave my boar meat for tomorrow, my boar steak. Set up a little spit roast here. I've took off the bark off the actual meat pin skewer. What I'll do, I'll smoke that, just get rid of any nasties that might be on there, just to warm that up, smoke it out a bit. Just get rid of any of the sap on there that might be a bit funky. I'll just leave that on there to roast a little bit. But I think we're cracking now. get some of the bigger stuff on in a bit, guys.
I hope your fears fall short and your faith goes strong. I hope your love runs deeper than the rivers run long. I know you'll get your mother's will to fight and stand up for what you believe is right. Be the earth.
Oh, lovely. Oh, that's nice and cool. Beautiful. God, sun's setting lovely now. Oh, that's nice in that evening breeze. That is nice and cool. There's mushrooms everywhere, guys. You've got to watch it with fungi, guys. Don't just pick anything, even though they look like mushrooms from the shops. Make 100% sure what you're eating. As I say, every video, guys. It's alright foraging, I know what I'm doing foraging, I know what I'm looking for, I know what to eat, I know what not to eat. So you've got to be very careful, make 100% sure before you put anything in your mouth, she said. Yeah, you got to make sure, guys, be careful. A load more mushrooms here. They all look a bit past the best. All over the bloody shop. I hope I don't have trouble with my cook, because I come out late today. Later than I thought I would. I was hoping to get down here for 10 o'clock this morning, but I didn't get down here till must have been 2, 3 o'clock, because my bloody car wouldn't start, because I don't use it that often, guys, because I use my bike all the time now. I very rarely use my car, and it wouldn't start when I got in it this morning to come out, so I had to put it on charge for a few hours before I could get out. Lovely jubbly. All the raptors seem to have gone in for the night. I can't see any more now. They seem to have disappeared. Hopefully that sunset should be nice. He's hoping. Fingers crossed, guys. Go, got my ribs on, sizzling away, dripping into the fire. Lovely jubbly. What time is it? Oh, that fire's lovely and warm now. And it is 6 o'clock. About another hour and a half before darkness. Steak is them ribs are dripping the oils into the fire. Absolutely lovely. They're going to be lush, they are. Let's get a photo of that. You can see over there just beyond the showers, guys, it's absolutely piddling down. Don't know whether you can see that. See there? absolutely chucking it down. That's about a mile away, I think. And zoom back in. And here I am with my steak, not my steak, my ribs, cooking away. And we've got a nice sky going on over there, which is lovely jubbly. Can't see it very well. Try and, here we go, that's better. There we go. Nice sky going on over there. Lovely jubbly. My ribs cooking away a treat. They're getting all nice and caramelised. Beautiful. We've got a nice cookser of cider, a nice vape, a nice fire, plenty of wood to last me the night, and a lovely evening. Look at that, stunning. That is looking absolutely lush. Didn't get a lovely sunset tonight, unfortunately. Nice though, nice sunset, but no lovely colours tonight. And the strata's not right or whatever. The ozone's not right for a nice orange sunset tonight. Oh, the moon's not right. Quite nice over there. Load of geese going to roost there. There's purple colours up there. Quite nice, nice sky, not too bad at all. I'm quite happy with that. I'm even more happy with that. I'm even more happy with my cider. Right, I'm going to get some crusty bread cut, some chunks of crusty bread and butter. We'll get that inside us, guys. Start thinking about getting in the bivvy because it's getting a bit nippy now. Lovely, absolutely lovely nice. Loving it, loving it, loving it. It's quite bright on that camera, but it's bloody dark, guys. It's pretty dark at the moment. It's marvellous how these iPhones pick up the light. They work excellent in low light, unbelievable. Right, there's my dinner, guys. I'll just show you it. Goes a bit closer. There we go. Ribs, crusty bread, cider, lovely. Can it get any better than this? Ribs cooked over the fire, pork ribs. Nice cookser of cider, beautiful. Let's try these ribs, see what they're like. They're quite hot. Oh my life. Let's come down here, guys. That is beautiful. I feel like a really Viking now. That is bloody lush. That's falling apart in my hand, guys. Absolutely delicious. That meat is falling off the bone. That's probably one of the best barbecue ribs I've had in a long time. Right, oh, that was bloody lovely, guys. Absolutely delicious. It's the best ribs I've ever had. That was absolutely divine. Ate every single one, a whole rack of ribs to myself. Half a crusty bloody loaf as well. Tiger bread, bread and butter. Beautiful. Absolutely love that. Just finishing off my second cider, big can. Lovely, the moon's just popping up over the trees over there, which is nice. The sun's gone. It's getting a bit dark now. Last embers of the fire, well tonight's fire anyway. I won't put any more on there. What did I just throw in there then? It's a bit heavy, whatever that was. I hope it weren't a battery. I'll blow my bloody head off. Yeah, that moon's coming up over the trees over there now. There's a few more clouds in the sky. I'd do a time lapse of that, but no. Well, it's a lovely evening, absolutely lovely. It's a bit cold. I'm not too bad in front of the fire. Lovely, loving it. Oh, it makes me feel so much better getting out. It really does. Yeah, we'll have a few winter camps in the snow and the storms and all that. Hopefully that. We'll have a bit of that on the channel, guys. That'd be nice. I used to do a lot of that going back 30 years ago. Lake District and all around there. Mostly in Wales. It's just lovely looking at the fire, it really is. You can't see the fire there, can you guys? I'll pull you back a bit, but you'll be out of range and it's a bit windy tonight. Lovely. I've got my mini movie player with me tonight, my DVD player. So I might watch a film tonight. Be nice. Be an old film, I've only got old ones on DVD. Fire's starting to flare up a bit now, you should be able to see me a bit better, guys. See that sky in the back? Isn't that lovely? It's like a mackerel sky. Bit of a mackerel sky. Yeah, I want to get on a beach as well before the winds kick up too much. It'd be nice to do a winter beach camp. I've not been on the beach yet. I've been on a cliff top on top of a beach, but I've not actually been on a beach in the dunes as such. We'll have a go at that soon, guys, which would be nice. It's a shame I can't do live on LNT channel because I haven't got enough subscribers, but I have on Cart Vapor TV, so I will go live on Cart Vapor TV. So if you're on LNT, subscribe to my Cart Vapor TV and you'll get the links to my camping live vlogs via Cart Vapor TV. I know there are apps that you can override YouTube's policy on below 1,000 subscribers for live iPhone settings, but I don't want to use apps. I don't like apps. You have to sign in for that, sign in for this and give details. There's enough people know details enough without giving them out even more. You want your bank account, and I ain't going to give people my bank account details just to sign on to an app. It's supposed to be a free app, so why don't want your bank details? No. That fire's dying down a bit now, guys. That lovely sky behind me looks puckered, doesn't it? And there's one or two that you can't get out or can't afford to, even though it's quite cheap if it's set up. You can get a nice cheap setup now, guys, if you look around. But you have commitments, don't you? Family commitments and whatever, you can't do it. So that's why I bring you along, guys. So hopefully you enjoy it, which is nice. It's lovely to have your company. Even though I'm just talking to an iPhone, it feels like you're with me. It really does. And it helps me, especially with all the interaction, the comments and everything. It does help me in my journey. my journey to get through these dark hours. These dark hours of anxiety and depression. I love poking around with the fire, it's lovely. It's starting to go now. I think she's just about done and dusted, this fire now. I don't want to put no more on because I want to save that for tomorrow. We'll have a nice breakfast in the morning. I've got some sausage, bacon, eggs, beans. Forgot my black pudding. I love my black pudding as well. I forgot that. Bugger. Never mind. We'll have that tomorrow. I might do some bannock bread in the morning. I keep saying that every week. I keep bringing my recipe with me. I've got it in a bag, ready made. My recipe. But I've yet to do one over the fire, but I will do, guys. It'll all come. I've got lots to do on the channel. Lots of things to show you about wild camping. Is that light still good? That's quite a nice silhouette, that is, isn't it, behind me? Even though you can't see my face, which is probably a nice thing. Hey Charlie. Well, that's the end of day one. This is night one, the first night. I'll probably stay another night tomorrow night, hopefully. We'll see how we get on, guys. But I want to do some metal detecting tomorrow. That's my main task for coming down here this week. Do a bit of metal detecting, also to get out as well, get out wild camping. Clear the old head, get the old mist out of my brain, and that meal tonight was bloody delightful. Those ribs were bloody delicious, guys, absolutely lovely. I marinated them at home in some spices and some honey and some various other things, some chilli, sweet chilli, and I part cooked them. I didn't cook them all, only half cooked them. Let them cool down, put them in the fridge, put them in a Ziploc, and cooked them on the spit roast, which on the campfire, and that was bloody delicious. Absolutely, I highly recommend that. Absolutely delicious, really lovely. And I'm loving this this bag. This Four Season bag is so warm. It really is cosy. I mean, it's not that cold tonight. It's about. I looked at my phone earlier. It's about 8 degrees at the moment, which is not too cold. But I'm snug as a bug in a rug in this this lovely sleeping. It's so thick, yet it wraps down so small, really tiny and so light as well. Loving it, absolutely love it. So hopefully I should get a nice sleep tonight, which would be nice. And a lovely jubbly. So tomorrow we'll have some breakfast in the morning. I'll set my clock to try and get up for the sunrise. It's supposed to be a clear sky tomorrow, so it should be a nice sunrise, and it's right outside my front door here, so hopefully I'll wake up for that. I should do. I haven't brought my alarm clock with me, so I'll set my alarm on my phone. I think sunrise is about 7:10 in the morning, if I'm right, and I'll try and get that on a time. That's what should be nice. Nice sunrise. The sunset tonight was quite nice as well. It wasn't very colourful, but it was nice. But yeah, I'm so chilled. So quiet out there. I just had a big gaggle of geese going to roost now out somewhere in a lake somewhere. But a massive gaggle of, just had a blast of cold air come through there then. The wind, there's not much wind at all tonight. Yeah, had a massive gaggle of geese go overhead. God, they were noisy. And they were quite low as well. I thought they were going to land in this field to start with. But no, they flew by, going to their roosting for the night. Might play a film. So a message dropped down. Didn't see what that was. I might play a film tonight on my DVD. And I might go live a bit later on as well. On Campfire TV. That'd be nice. If I can see the comments. The trouble is on the iPhone, it's hard to see the comments because they're so tiny. But yeah, I'm lovely and toasty in this sleeping bag. Highly recommend those sleeping bags, they're lovely. Take quite a bit of money, but hey ho. Gotta have a bit of comfort, haven't you? This tent, I'm loving it. This OX Raccoon 2, absolutely cracking piece of kit. Oh, that's better.
Sold him as medical cadavers all
better?
over Europe. For a while, that was their principal source of profit. You see, this place
That's Bolero playing in the background, I believe.
with both profit and death.
Well, this looks interesting. I don't think I've seen this one. Right guys, I'll leave it for there. Nothing exciting happens in the night. We'll see you in the morning, guys. Till tomorrow. Night night. What you guys? Good morning. Oh, it looks quite bright out there today. A bit of sun's out, I think. It's warmed up a little bit. It's a bit cool in the night, but believe it or not, I think it's about 9:30. So I've been in this tent, came in about 7:30, 8 o'clock. I've been in this tent 12 hours, so I must have had a nice sleep. Blimey. I think it was on and off light, but 12 hours. Good old kit that was. This actual sleeping bag works an absolute dream. Absolutely perfect. So that'll be me sorted for my winter bed system, which is lovely. But yeah, that was a lovely night in this tent. Again, bone dry. Not a drop of condensation at all. Love it. Right, we'll open the door up, eh? See what the day has got for us today. See what kind of head the day's got on. Back at you in a bit, guys. Right, let's have a look what the day's got for us today. Looking nice, sun's out, it's lovely. The outside of the tent is soaking, guys. This is absolutely soaking, but the inner is bone. The inner here is bone dry. Absolutely lovely. Right, we'll get that bloody kettle on, shall we? Kettle's on, mother. Lovely. Blimey, it's a bloody glorious morning. I don't think this was forecast. I think there was a touch of frost last night, you know, because we're on top of a hill here. There's a bit of a breeze blowing through. I suppose it drops a little bit of a night, but certainly a lot of dew about this morning. So the outside of the fly of the tent is soaking wet, but the inner bone dry. Works just how it should do. Yeah, I watched a film last night. John Travolta in it, called Basic, army film. Had some blokes that killed each other out on manoeuvres. It's quite interesting. Ooh, can't wait for that first cup of tea. Glorious. even for this moment, sitting in the sun, this time of day like this, it's worth it guys, it really is. And we're good to go. Macaroni. There we are, nice and peaceful. Before we do a bit of detecting, I've got my Ace 250. Which is quite a reliable detector. It's probably the world's most famous detector, the Ace 250, for people starting. If I could get a permission in some lands, I'd buy a bigger piece of kit. But the Ace 250 is a good piece of kit. It'll find your stuff guys, it really will. You get used to the tone signals. Cheers. First cup of tea of the day, lovely jubbly. Yeah, there's a little field that I know about a mile away from here, which I'm going to detect. It's only a small field guys. Oh, tea is lovely. What is it about that first cup of tea? Might have a shower later as well. That'd be nice. The shower I had last time here was absolutely lovely. Here I am. I'm like the Hobbit, and I inside me little. Chopped all my bloody hair off, like my hair myself. Only with one of those razor things, just bang it all off. Don't think I've been to a barber's in 20 years. Yeah, saying that probably looks like it, I don't know. But nah, just chop it off myself. Which is glorious out there today. We've still got that westerly breeze. Mind you, that's more of a southwesterly now. It's more coming the side now instead of hitting me from behind. Just sitting there in the forest. Just me. These beautiful trees. And the wildlife. Glorious. And the wind's howling through. All the leaves and all the branches are all dancing up there. Crows are hackling in the background. It's a bit chilly, but it's not too bad. It's nice, it's really refreshing. And these beautiful trees. This is what I'm looking at. Just watching the trees up there, dancing in the wind. Glorious trees. Beautiful. It's just lovely sat here guys. Just taking it all in with all my friends. Taking it all in with my friends, the trees. Lovely jubbly. Still haven't moved through the forest guys, just thought to do a bit of a tree IDing for you. This particular one I like. There's lots of trees I like. My favourite tree in the forest is the birch, because there's so many ways you can use a birch tree guys. Not only the sap, Not only the wood kindling, the wood, the bark, there's lots of medicines in it as well. But this one here, it's I think it's a coppiced, this bush behind me here, guys. That one there, it's a coppiced hazel. And now these trees are beautiful for bow making. Now I like bow making. I used to do a lot of bow making many years ago. To show you the leaf of the hazel for you to ID, because when they are copies they're a bit awkward to ID. That's the leaf there. And as you can see, this tree, guys, see all those lovely straight pieces of wood. You can understand why they use these for long bows. Not only that, when they go really thin like this, guys, this one here, try and get a nice clear picture, see how thin that is. They make excellent arrows as well, which is brilliant. See some lovely pieces of wood in there. This one here, you can see that one there, guys. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a lovely straight piece of wood. You get a lovely bow out of that. So the hazel bark is really different in a mature tree than it is to a coppice. The coppice are nice and smooth like this. You can see how straight that is, guys. And there's lots of potential in there. That one there, and whether you can see that one, guys, that is really dead straight, perfect for making a bow. They say also off these thinner sticks you can make your arrows as well. Lovely. That's the hazel for you. There's lots of hazels in there, lots of mature ones, but when they're coppiced like this, they tend to sprout like that. That's when they've been cut back, when they've been coppiced. Most hazels are coppiced, guys. But a mature hazel won't have all those sprouts from the bottom there. It'll just be a straight up and down like those down there. Here you go, that's a hazel tree for you. Ideal for making bows. I'll make a bow one day on one of my videos, and the arrows as well, guys, which are nice. All out of natural materials, including the flights. Lovely, beautiful day. There's another hazel there, but that one's not as good. But that one there, that is perfect. There's plenty of bows in there. You can see how the English woodsmen from medieval times made their bows. Beautiful. It is a bit of a craft making a bow, but you can make a basic bow, guys. You don't have to be too fancy. Even making the twine as well from natural resources. Right, I'm getting the urge for a cup of tea. We'll get out of this dark forest because it's a bit chilly in here. Get out there in the sunshine. Out there, back on the camp, guys. Right. Kettle's on, mother. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, just these lightweight chairs, guys. Can't see anybody, can I? These lightweight chairs are excellent. You can get them from there's OEX, which are quite expensive, or this one, can't remember, I think I got this off eBay, about 20 quid. You can get the foot stamps for them, stop them sinking into the ground, but obviously they're going to cost extra, guys. All I do is get a little, I've got quite a few of these little square tarps, pop one of those out, like that. Lovely jubbly. You see that? Put my chair on there, and that ain't going to sink into the ground. Lovely jubbly. Anyway, we've got a rolling bile. Get that tea in there. Nice cup of Rosy Lee. And it's a bit nippy, that wind is. Let's turn the gas off. It's a bit nippy, that wind is, but that was a lovely walk. Beautiful. It's a shame that rain's coming in. I hate breaking down when it's raining, but hopefully we'll get a gap in the rain tomorrow where we can get off. But I will stay another night. Anyway, the ground's nice and dry now. I'll get out in those fields a couple of miles down the road and do a bit of detecting. Lovely jubbly. Right, I'm going to have my cup of tea, guys. Back up. Oh, lovely. Enjoying the warm morning sunshine in between that chilly breeze. Lovely. It'd be nice to do a time lapse. Absolutely, the clouds are moving through quite quickly now. I might do a time lapse as well. Cheers, guys. That noise you can hear in the background is a farmer in the next field. I think he's ploughing some furrows, I don't know. There's no crops over there, so it's too early for seeding, I think. Probably just ploughing a furrow or turning the turf. Yeah, I may cut a longbow, an English longbow, on one of my trips. Probably down here, guys, because it's nice and easy access for me. It's not far from my house. I might do all my carving here. Make a nice English longbow. That'd be nice. I mean, you can use yew tree for longbows as well, but I think they need a little bit more work than hazel. The sun's starting to warm up now. Well, it's got to be, where are we? Got to be about 11 now, half 11 I think, guys. That sun is starting to take the chill off the air, which is nice, off that wind. I think the best way to do a time lapse is probably looking over there, but I've got that shed in the way there which will spoil the shot a little bit. But yeah, it was another lovely night's sleep I had in there, cracking. Bloody 10 hours is in there, blimey. I've never been laid down for that long in bloody 6 years since my dear Christine was killed. It's the longest I've been on my back. Because I don't sleep very well. I go to bed very late, usually at home, about 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh, that's nice. I had a nice bit of porridge earlier with some, I put some grated hazelnuts in and a bit of fruit as well. It was lovely. A bit of dried fruit because I've got a dehydrator at home. Dehydrator's great, guys, for wild camping. You can dehydrate. There's another hawk, that's a sparrowhawk there. He's hunting in that field over there. I think that's a size sparrowhawk that was sat on top of my car earlier. He's working that field over there. He's gone way into the next pasture. That's what I love about this site, there's loads of wildlife, it's lovely. I think tonight we're going to have some boar steaks. It's been interesting for those of you who have not tried boar before, boar meat. I've got a big slab of boar meat, lovely. We'll cook that on the griddle tonight. I might have some Rosties. I'll grate some potatoes, dry the starch off from them, put a little bit of cheese in them. We'll have some crispy fried Rosties with a bit of boar steak. How's that sound? And a few ciders. When in the winter time, when it does get cold and rainy and snowy, I will probably have a set-up in the woods, guys, with a hammock, with a tarp, probably a couple of tarps. I'll build up an area where it's all enclosed, so if it should rain or snow, we can still sit outside around the fire, have the campfire underneath the tarp setup, so you can still make yourself comfortable if it's piddling down with rain. You couldn't camp like this if it was raining all the time or snowing, not really. Otherwise you'll be stuck in your tent all the time, guys. You need a tarp set up in the woods. Or if you could set up a tarp here with some big poles, you could do it here. But it's easier in the woods with the trees. Plus there's less wind. There's less heavy fall of rain in the woods and snow. Because obviously the canopy cuts a lot of the weather out. So it's not so harsh in the woods, guys, as it is outside in the winter. So that's your best bet in the winter, to get inside, head for cover in the woods. Yeah, last night there's something mooshing about in those long grasses behind me. In the fields of gold, there's something mooching about, probably mice. It's full of mice, this field is. That's why there's so many raptors and sparrowhawks about. Chopping my head off a bit there, aren't I? Never mind. Trying to think of the best place for a time lapse. The cars coming up me, so they're a bit slow. They're moving a bit faster over there because it's at a different angle, especially over that tree there, but it's going into that sun and it's catching that shed as well. Lovely. Yeah, as I said, I was thinking of going to my riverside wild camps. I've got a couple of them within about an hour distance of here, but with all the rain we've had lately, I didn't want to risk it. They'll all probably be flooded out, or it'd be hard to get to them with all the water that's about now. All the rivers are bursting the banks at the moment, so that's why I came here. Right guys, L&T at you, WildCamping, doing a bit of detecting on this one. They've got quite a big field here. I think it's about half an acre or so, maybe an acre. I'm going to do it in a grid reference. Can't do it all in one session, guys, impossible. So I'll probably come back. I did have a go further down the back corner last time I was over here at the Field of Golds, my wild campsite. I did find some medieval nails, so there is a bit of activity around here, as there is in most fields, guys, in Norfolk. We'll give it a go. I'm running the Ace 250, guys. There we go, we've got the stock coil on there, just a normal stock coil. I haven't got the nail coil. I won't need that here. It's a bigger, heavier coil as well. That's best from my beaches and dunes and World War II stuff, the nail. So I've got a stock coil on there, which is, it's all right, it's more than adequate. I'm running at no discrimination because there's no tat about in fields like this. Okay, you may get to old ironwork, medieval stuff, iron nails, etc, etc. But I don't anticipate a lot of tat in this field, so I'm going to keep my discrimination off, and sensitivity is going to be full on as well. So it's full figures on this one, guys. I'll just show you. Just power her up. Show you what settings I'm doing. Don't really can see that, guys. It's full sensitivity, and the power is right up as well. Don't really can see that, guys. I hope you can see that. So that's my settings for today. If I do get into a bit of trouble and I'm finding a lot of rubbish, then I'll put my discrimination up a couple of notches. My discrimination down a couple of notches, but all I'm running today is the H250, and I've just got my shovel. I've also got my Pro pinpointer, just a basic pinpointer, guys, nothing too fancy. That's a GP Pro pinpointer. It's not the best in the world, but it does the job. And we'll get going, guys. What I'll do, if I come to any signals, I'll try and get you in on a live dig, see what we find. Hopefully we'll find something. As I say, in most fields in Norfolk, there's always something, guys. Every single field in Norfolk, Suffolk, you'll find something gold. You really will. You might just be lucky to find Roman, or that pot at the end of the rainbow, a little bit of gold, bit of Roman gold would be nice, medieval gold. But I'm not fussed. I'm happy with whatever I find. If it's nails, bottle tops, pull rings, it's all good fun, guys. My first find from that hole there, guys. We'll plug it back in when we're finished. Just a piece of aluminium. I hope I'm not going to find much modern stuff like this. Perhaps because I'm too close to this road here. There's a fence line just behind me. I may be too close because you're going to get a lot of that's probably fence rubbish, guys. But we'll fill the hole back in. Lovely jubbly. Try and leave no trace if you can, guys. Any metal bits you do find, just toss them to one side into the hedge, so any tractors or mowing equipment don't hit them. Lovely jubbly. I just noticed down in that hedge there, guys. Bear with me. We've got a foxhole down there. See it? Looks like a foxhole to me. Right, second signal. Not quite sure on that one. It's quite old, but I don't think it's medieval or anything, guys. Not sure on that. I'll have to give that a clean up when I get back to camp. What you guys, second interesting find. Nothing earth blowing, mine splattering, but it's a horseshoe. It's got the original nails still in there. It's a tiny horseshoe, guys. That is tiny. Sits in my hand, guys. Really, really tiny one, that is. Don't know whether that's come off a miniature donkey or something, or a miniature pony. Don't know. It's got the original nails in there, so that's quite interesting. It's quite old. All the signals coming down there was nothing. So there's no rubbish as such in this field, unless you call that rubbish. But that's interesting to me. That's something. That's interesting as well, the one I found earlier. Don't know what that is, but lovely. Just nice to be out here. It'd be nice to get some proper farmers' permissions, proper land, where we know where there's activity, guys. That'd be lovely. That's a dream for any metal detector, to get a permission, and they're few and far between, which is a shame. You know, I hardly use my metal detector because I've got no lands. Okay, I've got this field here, but it's only a tiny field, and I've looked back at historic maps. There's no history as such in the radius of this particular place. No medieval or Roman history. There's plenty all over, all round, within a few miles away, but you never know, do you? It's a high point, which is what I like. It is a high point. There's not many high points in Norfolk, Suffolk. Not many high point promontories. And it's where people made settlements, wasn't it, out of the floods. Also the vantage points to see the enemy coming. So all these high points were used. So this is a high point, one of the biggest high points in this particular area. It's only a little barrow, a little hill, and you'd think there'd be some activity up here, almost certainly. Somebody would have thought, well guys, that hill over there looks like a nice place to set up home back in medieval or Roman times or whatever. But we'll keep plugging away, guys, till later. Watcha. What I'll do, I'll put the time lapse on. Some nice clouds rolling through here. So I'll put a time lapse on of me detecting, guys, and I'll slow it down every time I find something. That should be nice. I'm not sure how the batteries on we've got going at the moment, but we should be alright. I've got my charger in the car. This is a lovely view here over the paddocks of these, I think they're all pedigree jumping horses. They might be hunting. All got their own paddock each. I'll get that rolling, guys. Till later. Watcha, well I've been at it for about an hour now. Got the country line just there to my right, your left. I think that'll do for this area, because I'm doing, like as I said before, sample patches in grid reference. You want to do sample patches to start with, just to see if there is any activity or whether it's just rubbish. And I've come to conclusion this particular area, even though there's some old ironworks there, medieval nails, that horseshoe as well. I'm going to move away from the edge and go more into the centre, where a dwelling is more likely to be, if there was one in the past. It's a lovely day, just on a time lapse. Hope that turns out alright. Me messing about as usual. It is a cracking day. It's a shame we've got that rain coming in tomorrow. It looks like I'll have to break camp in the rain tomorrow. Unless it changes. It can change in Norfolk. It's just lovely to be out. I put my discrimination down as well the last 20 minutes, just down 2 notches to try and get away from that metal scrap kind of stuff, old metal scrap. It's all old, there's nothing modern. I haven't found anything modern at all. That strip of aluminium was quite modern, that's probably off the fence post or something. But all the rest of it has been quite old, ironworks. It's the trouble with doing a fence line, you're more likely to find that kind of stuff. Yeah, looking forward to dinner tonight on the campfire. All those woods, there's probably a few goshawks knocking about. And there's red deer, roe deer in that forest there to my right. Beautiful, that sun is, that's the warmest it's been. That's gorgeous. Blimey, that's got to be 20 degrees there has. That is bloody lovely. 18, 19 at least. Beautiful. Right, I'll do another little test patch. And I'll go back and have a cup of tea. Then I'll come back out and do a couple more test patches. Just to get a feel for the lie of the land more than anything. What you guys, back at you. Just spent an hour and a half, 2 hours doing a bit of metal detecting. I'll have another go later on. My example pits at the moment, samples, don't look very good for that field, but hey ho, you never mind. You never know, do you? There may be something hiding in there. We'll have another go later on. But it's been a glorious day. Really lovely. as you can tell guys by the noise. Been a bit of a pain today, but hey ho. Kettle's on, mother. Got another cup of tea on the rock. Lovely jubbly. Cup of tea puts everything right, doesn't it? How many problems in the world has a cup of tea solved? Answers below. It's always a thing, isn't it? If you hurt or you injure yourself, do you want a cup of tea? Do you want a cup of tea? Seems to be the medicine, doesn't it? Lovely. Get that tea bag in my fire pit, which I missed. Lovely jubbly. Get a drop of udder juice. I think it's about well, it's got to be about 2 o'clock. Where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's got to be about 2 o'clock. About 5 hours before that sun's out for the count. What sunset's about 7, is it? I don't know. Lovely jubbly. Just chilling, just relaxing. I was doing that metal detecting over in that field about a mile away. I just lay down in the grass, got a bit bored, and just looked up at the sky, watching the sky pass over my head, looking flat on my back. And I think I dozed off for about 10 minutes. The wind's a pain. For the mic, I don't mind the wind in my face, but it's for filming it's not very good. Yeah, just lay down, fell asleep. That's it with wild camping out doing this, guys. You just do whatever comes along, whatever takes your fancy. Just go with the flow. There's no rotors, there's no alarm clocks. You haven't got to be anywhere at any time. Just do what you want to do. Whether it's picking conkers, climbing trees, having a swim, going for a walk, metal detecting, looking for some nice wood to carve, or just sitting on the chair, chilling out, looking at all these beautiful birds that are around me, wildlife. There's lots of pigeons about at the moment. That means the hawks are on the road somewhere else at the moment. Otherwise there wouldn't be about that much if the hawks were around. Lovely jubbly. Hope that rain stays off. I don't fancy getting soaking wet tomorrow. Be nice in the tent tonight with the rain coming down. It's lovely being in the tent with the rain coming down. It's a lovely feeling. I'll have a look at the weather forecast a bit later on, and if it's still going to be bad tomorrow, what I'll do, I'll get most of this kit and caboodle in the car tonight. Just leave my tent out and my stove for some breakfast. So most of it's in the car, nice and dry, ready. All that will be wet will be my tent. Lovely jubbly. Looking forward to this. Cheers guys. That was a tough hour and a half, 2 hours metal detecting. Look at all that wind. It's quite tiring metal detecting, especially when there's fucking nothing there. Still chilling. A Coke this time, not a cider. Might have a cider tonight. I have a couple of projects like this that I work on, and I'll put it down till the next time I come out wild camping, and I'll start again. You know, don't rush these things, guys. Carving, be careful with knives, especially these carving knives. They're very, very, very sharp, guys. You gotta know what you're doing. Treat them with respect. Always look after your tools as well. Like anything, guys, you treat it with respect, and you'll get respect back. Always carve away from you as well. Never carve towards you. joke. This is the 2 Ronnies, 4 candles. Went in the shop, asked for 4 candles. 4 candles, or 4 candles. It's a really funny sketch. Just reminded me of that then. Yeah, so be careful guys, just chip away nice and gently. Always carve away from you. Unless you're carving like that guys, and you've got some degree like that, unless you've got some degree of control there. Always be careful. Yeah, so I'm carving the grooves for the elastic to anchor the elastic on, because this is going to be an up and over catapult, a bit like the first one I made guys. Probably that wind's kicking up a bit, it's probably a sign of that rain that's coming later. Got a groove in the top of the there guys, that'll house, because it'll be an up and over catapult like this one guys, up and over. You see where the anchor elastic is to tie this down, that fits inside that groove there guys. That was my first catty that I made. I've made several now. That's a nice one guys, it turned out quite nice. See that? This one's an up and over, it's even got my thumbprints in there to hold it. I've done a bit of design around the bottom here as well. Bit of design on the top there. That's the other side with the evil eye of L&T. Now it's an up and over one there. You can see the elastic bands which are holding this elastic on, tied round guys, not tied round, they're looped in, and it's an up and over one, up and over the top instead of through the forks. Nice piece of kit, really like that one. That is a nice one. That's my go-to catapult at the moment. I'm quite accurate with that one. And this new one I'm doing is the same, up and over. It's going to be an up and over catapult again. But I've been whittling away at this one guys. It's got no purpose, the design on this one guys. It's just aesthetics, it's just for looks more than anything. Just thought I'd do something different in design on this one. You can see there, I've got a knife design on the end. Now this has got no purpose other than looks. Just thought it'd be nice to do one with a knife on the end. So if you can't get them with a catapult with a lead bore, stab them. Looks alright, doesn't it? This is for up and over, and it's gangster style. That's normal style of shooting a catapult. That's gangster style. These sticks, I've picked this one specifically to go gangster style, like that guys. Side on, normal, gangster. And hopefully that'll clean up nicely. I'm just finishing off the handler here, finishing off the elastic points, anchor points there. Got a flat top because we're doing an up and over. Quite a nice solid piece of wood. Hopefully that'll varnish up nice and bring out all the colours of the wood in that one. So that's looking nice. Just whittling away with my little carving knife. As I say, be very careful with knives guys. Take your time. I've got a couple of projects on the go at the moment. I've got I'm making a bow saw. I'm going to make a long bow. And arrows as well. Those will be out of a hazel tree. So I'll have a few topics in the future to do. If you follow the channel guys, you'll see me making those. Whittling away the hours. Well, believe me, I've cut myself a few times with these knives guys. You've got to be careful. In my experience, you're liable to nick yourself now and again. Always have a decent first aid kit with you. You don't need a basic first aid kit. So, you want to turn the guy, it's plasters or whatever guys. Wow, that wind's rocking. Just moving off It's the beauty about working with wood. You get to the end of your design and you think everything's going great, and all of a sudden you come to a knot and it snaps and boom, it's gone, it's ruined. And all that work for nothing. But that's the nature of wood, unfortunately. So on the top of that blade there, there's a, see that? It's just a bridge room there that's inside the wood. It's actually inside the wood. You don't know it's there till you carve down to it. See, that spoilt the blade a little bit, but I don't mind that because it's just aesthetics blade more than anything. It's not going to have any purpose, it's just for looks, so I don't mind that. But I think that's coming on alright. What do you think? Just doodling away. I love carving wood. My dad loved carving wood. He had a shed down the garden, bless him, where he was in most night carving his wood, bits of furniture and weather. I mean, he weren't very good, to be honest, but he was keen as mustard. He did make some nice pieces, to be honest, but he was keen as mustard and he loved working with wood. I think that's where I get it from, me working with wood, from my old dad. Do miss him. Just whittling away nice and gently, not in no rush. It's not a production line. Just take your time, take a bit of pride in what you're doing. To go. Time to think about dinner soon. Get that wild boar steak on the griddle. I've had roast wild boar before, braised wild boar, but I've never had griddled wild boar, so I'm not sure how that'll turn out, but I'll give it a go. At the end of the day, it's a pig, but it's more of a red meat than a pig. It's more leaning towards, it's still pork, guys, but it's leaning more towards the colour of beef. It's more of a red meat. I think it's 80% red meat in wild boar, whereas a pig, I want to say about 20-30 red meat. I've got a bit of shoulder steak as well, so I'm not sure whether it's, we'll have a go. We'll just do it. We'll just go for it, like I always do, guys, go for it. We'll put it on the griddle. You probably need braising nice and slowly, but hey ho Charlie. And I'll do some grated potatoes fried. Not hash brown, what they're called? I forget what they're called now. Bit of cheese in as well. It's coming alright. Lovely job, Luke. I think that was the first thing I carved, because as you know, I've been out of wild camping for about 30 years and I've just come back into it the last few months. I think that's the first thing that I actually carved coming back into wild camping. I carved loads like many years ago. That's my spoon, which I use all the time, guys. My lovely spoon, and my cookser as well. The cookser was the second thing. Nice Allen-T on it. Pacaroni, bit of a design on the handle there. Lovely job. I think I've showed you these before. And a bit of paracord tied up like in a nice loop there. That's my spoon, which I use for all my tea, and my cookser as well. There's my cookser there, it's a bit wet, a bit bashed, a bit knocked, a bit battered. But lovely drinking out of a cookser, drinking beer and cider out of a cookser. Tell you, it tastes, all those birds up there, blimey. About 300 pigeons there. Where are the hawks? Everything tastes nicer out of a cookser, out of a wooden cookser, beer, cider, even tea and coffee. Tastes much, I don't know what it is, Plus it's an insulator as well, it keeps it warm or keeps it cold, depending on what you're drinking. Where are all those pigeons going? They've always been spooked by a hawk or something. The sound is probably shit on there, guys, sorry. Might do a voiceover if it's too bad. Yeah, about 30-40 pigeons just flew that way. Something spooked them. Yeah, that's my cook's guy, got bits of design all over it on the inside of the bowl as well. Probably can't see that, there's a star inside there. I've got Allen T on it as well somewhere. There's a star at the bottom there as well. That took a bit of carving out, that did. I had to do it on I've got a lathe at the back of my shed, which I bowled out the bowl out, but the rest of it's all done by hand. But I could have made a lathe outdoors, just a basic lathe spindle setup to do that. But I might show you how to build one of these, make one of these guys, just a rustic one. This one's finished quite well, to be honest. Quite pleased with that. That's my cookser. My cookser and my spoon. Lovely job, like. Alright, I'm going to stop rambling for a bit. Don't know what time it is. I might do a bit of a catapult shooting, slingshot shooting. Right guys, till later. Cheerio. Me eye in now. Lovely job, mate. Well battered. Most of them went straight through. Had this sack at the back just to catch my shots, save wasting them. Plus when I'm shooting, guys, I'm shooting into the ground, away from any buildings. There's no buildings here anyway, there's no people about, so, but even so I'm still shooting into the grounds, because if I shoot across those woods there, I don't know where that shot's going. So bit of common sense, eh? That's my lovely catty. I usually get 8 or 9 out of 10 with that. That'll take a rabbit down, squirrels, pigeons. Lovely jubbly. So later guys, bit of catapult for you.